An exciting morning as the brand new streetcar extension opens in just hours, Carolina.
For a decade now, families have wondered when they'd be able to get a free ride south of Union Station. Today is that day. Bill Hurlbrink is live along the route. Bill, this is such a historic moment for the Metro.
It really is, Carolina. You just think about the history of Kansas City and how this city used to be connected by over 20 streetcar lines, but that all kind of went to the byways back in about the middle of the 1950s. And we haven't had streetcar service up until 2016 when the original line launched there in the River Market towards the Crossroads and Union Station area. But starting today at 10 o'clock, you'll be able to travel further south of Union Station with that new Main Street extension. You'll also be able to go a whole lot further than just past Union Station. So we took a spin down the route to give you a look at some of these new stops you'll be able to use. The first new stop is at the World War I Museum and Memorial. You travel further south to 31st Street through Union Hill, Armour and Main, 39th Street into Westport. And if you're wondering what the rest of the route looks like, don't worry, I did the homework. Take a look. We're halfway done through all the new stops. Are you having fun? Are you ready for more? Here's the next one. It's the Southmoreland stop at 43rd and Main, where maybe you can grab a drink at the levee before you cross the street and have dinner at Regaza. The next new stop is the Art Museum stop here at 45th and Main, where you have easy access to the Kemper Museum of Contemporary Art, the Kansas City Art Institute, and the Nelson Atkins. Now we're here at the Plaza Transit stop on the new Main Street extension. Of course, one of the crown jewels of Kansas City in the Country Club Plaza to our right. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go to one of my favorite places in Kansas City. That's Winstead to get the skyscraper shake. Well, you've heard the phrase, it's the end of the line. It really is. We can't go any further south here on the new Main Street extension. This is the final stop here at 51st and Brookside, where you can go maybe grab a cup of coffee at Crow's Coffee or catch some classes at UMKC. And we're at the Plaza stop here this morning, and I see Winstead's right behind me over here. It makes me kind of hungry here this morning as well. But again, this is just going to really shrink the city in terms of bringing it together, making it walkable and more accessible to a lot of people. So now that you know the stops, let's get you up to date with what you need to know when you're actually riding the streetcar. So it should take about a couple of minutes in between each stop, each new stop here in the Main Street extension. But that's going to depend also on traffic and just how many people are getting on and off at all the different stops. Now, to ride from the River Market all the way down to UMKC, that's going to take you about a half hour. Early risers, good news for you guys. On weekdays, service is going to start at 5 in the morning. That's actually an hour earlier than before. Now, service will stop at midnight on weekdays and at 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Now, we hear from folks all the time about how great or expansive that their public transit systems are in bigger cities, maybe like Chicago, LA, DC, New York, or whatever. But I caught up with one guy from Atlanta who didn't mind showing Kansas City some love, and congratulations on this morning's extension. How often would you think you use the streetcar when you're in town here?
Quite often when I'm here, especially with it going further, because the Plaza is a place that I frequent all the time, been behind the Cheesecake Factory over there and that area. So yeah, it's much obliged.
So again, just bringing everything kind of closer together. Think of it as either like maybe a tourism or just a family aspect about it. You live downtown, you want to just hop on or run down to the Plaza, you can. You don't have to get in your car and drive. If you're staying down at UMKC, you want to catch a show at T-Mobile Center, you can. You don't have to take your car and worry about parking downtown. I really think it's just going to shrink our city in terms of this Main Street corridor. And there's just so much sparking up here along here, whether it's restaurants, whether it's work, whether it's housing, whether it's entertainment. It's just really going to bring our city together. They're really excited for this extension to open here at 10 o'clock this morning.
Even with so many events, like you think of the Plaza Art Fair, you can hopefully park a little bit further away, take the streetcar, and then boom, you're right there at the art fair. How fantastic. Thanks, Bill. We'll see you back here in just a bit. Stevie, over to you.